What's up, folks? A very good evening to you all. Welcome back to another video. We are in the Southwest 737 out of Phoenix, arriving into Burbank this evening. Currently on the arrival. Pretty short flight out of Phoenix to Burbank, but with some great Southern California Orbex scenery along the route. Felt like taking out the NGX. Haven't flown her in a while, so that's why we are giving her a shot this evening. Quick flight. We did a longer flight earlier this morning, San Francisco to Honolulu. Check out that video if you haven't already. And just decided to wrap up the evening here with a quick short haul flight into the lovely Burbank airport. Burbank is an interesting airport to fly into. It's a part of the Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace. It's a really tiny airport, situated just below the Hollywood Hills. It's a nice approach into Burbank. It's always nice to fly into and out of Burbank, actually, in real life. Done it quite a few times, and on my way to work you can actually see the planes taking off. Not so much landing, but skyrocketing out of Burbank when they're departing. That's pretty cool. So we are on the, like I said, the January 5 arrival, and we're going to be coming into runway 8. Runway 8 only has about 5,000 feet of runway available, so we really got to nail the landing here. If you are in tune with aviation news, a couple times this past winter we've had about 2 or 3 Southwest planes not skid off the runway, but overran the runway because it was wet, and again there's really not that much runway room available. There was also another tragic disaster way back when, where that happened as well. The airplane, actually, it was a Southwest 737 if I'm not mistaken, actually ran right out of the airport and into a gas station. So I think they've put up some barriers there now that prevents that, but every once in a while, because we don't get rain that much here in Southern California, those planes do tend to run off. Anyway, let's get our approach set up here. We've got our descent forecast and winds programmed in, so we're looking good on that front. Let's continue down, and let's dial our speed back just a bit. We want to do a flaps 40 landing. Again, we want the slowest approach speed as possible, so that we're nice and slow and soft coming into that very short runway there. So we'll take flaps 40, the VREF of 138. We've got the ILS frequencies programmed in already, 109.50 in both actives, and 079 for the course. Burbank, current weather, we're looking at 180 at 9, 18 degrees Celsius, 64 degrees Fahrenheit, altimeter 2983, and a pretty clear skies. Couldn't ask for better weather coming in here. So we have no weather concerns on the arrival. Our decision height for runway 8. Looking at 348 feet. Get that dialed in now. .48, that looks good. And we are on VATSIM as usual, but we don't have anyone coming into Burbank here at the moment. This Burbank airport is actually freeware scenery. There's no payware available for Burbank at the moment, but I can't remember the developer's name. If I do, I'll put it in the description. It's really nice for freeware. He did a really good job, and it serves its purpose. We don't fly into Burbank too much, so that's it's quite okay. Got some nice tomato shade and RexSky Force Evening textures going here. Alright, we are through our transition altitude. 2983 is set. Let's dial this speed back here now to 270. Let me just give you guys a visual of what we're doing here this evening. So we're descending via the arrival, and after Silex, its vectors make that left-hand turn, or left traffic if you will, into runway 5 or runway 8. And like I said, we've got a little over 5,000 feet of runway available for runway 8. We'll roll out all the way to the end, although it's probably going to take us that much to stop anyway. And we will vacate and park at Alpha 3. So pretty straightforward. Again, no concerns around weather, but definitely some concerns around terrain, as well as the, again, short runway that we have available. And there is that little overcast clouds coming off of the Pacific Ocean there. It's really incredible how well ActiveSky depicts that. I was coming in LAX last night, returning from business, and it was spot on last night as well, with the overcast just as you get a couple miles out from the ocean. Depicted really well. Depicted really well and targeted right in the exact area as well. It's really incredible. Let's make our speed 250 now. want to be at 8,000 at Janney. So our descent profile is looking quite okay for now. And then there's the clouds clearing up for us, just like it did last night. Really, really incredible how far FlightSim has come. So our airport is just over the mountains there. This is Palmdale Airport, very small municipal airport. Right here at 12 o'clock. Let's go auto brake level. You know what, we're going to go auto brake level 3. And we should have done this already, but recall, that looks good. And we'll go continuous on the engine mode selectors. Not quite at 10,000 yet, so we'll leave the lights off for now. Let's make that speed 240 now. It's the infamous Heart 2 livery for Southwest. I mean, this is just spot on. This is exactly what it looks like flying over this area here. Good stuff. We are about 53 minutes en route so far. Right on time, right on schedule. Alright, we were through 10,000 a little while ago, so that can go on. Landing lights can go on, local lights can go on, and the wing lights can go on. Let's make that speed 220 now. I honestly think the Southern California area is my favorite place to fly in the sim. And not just biased because I live here, but I mean the scenery is just incredible. LAX, Burbank, Santa Ana, John Wayne, Palm Springs, San Diego, Ontario, you name it. The scenery is just phenomenal. And the developers have really done a great job at depicting what that scenery looks like. Just wish we had a better LAX, but it's my understanding that there is one coming from, I believe, Micslmn. So that should be good. That is a really tight turn. To pick up Silex. I may vector us out just a little bit more than that. Let's continue that down now to 6,000. Actually, yes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll do vectors to final. We'll break off the approach. Especially during sunset. It's just incredible. Alright, let me try to focus here. Just dial that down to 3,700. And we'll actually go flaps 1 now. Make our speed 190. Just going to slow our rate of descent a little bit. Got to watch out for this terrain up ahead. See, it's getting pretty dark greenish here on the first officer display. The other cool thing about EFB, if I haven't said it already, it really details your approach out and really gives you your terrain information as well. So what we're about to cross, we're between roughly 3,000 feet below us there we have those mountains that we have to be careful of. So I'm always referring to this when I'm approaching an airport here. Alright, we should be good now. Nice and slow. So our airport is right down in this mountain range here. And that's a little bit of an easier turn for us. Really fogged in up here, but it should clear up shortly. Always like a nice 90-degree base turn, so it's a lot easier to manage versus what this thing was trying to get us to do earlier. Let's try to grab the localizer now. We'll take flaps 5. And let's make that speed 180. This airport comes up on you quick. Gotta be careful here. Let's actually make this 2700. Alright, we've got the loc. I think our runway is right there in front of us. Go flaps 15, gear down now. Cannot see a thing. The emitter is reporting clear, but I still do not have the runway yet. Alright, we got the glide slope anyway, so we should be fine. Take flaps 25 now. And where we just flew over was Van Nuys Airport, another small municipal airport. And there is our runway, so we're looking good there. Take flaps 30 now. And my aircraft. And my throttles. And we'll take flaps 40. Quick landing. Select checklist. Gear down 3 greens. Flaps. I think we're a bit too fast for flaps 40. No, that's not the issue. I can't get flaps 40. I am at flaps 40, but it's not indicating. Alright, forget about it. Let's try not to crash here. We've got speed brake armed, got auto brake 3. Oh, there we go, flaps 40 now. Just took a while. I think we were too fast on the approach speed. Flaps 40 really does create some drag there. Oh, we're fine. All right. We are down. We're gonna go out to the end here and go park. And we'll actually cut the video here. Thank you guys for watching as usual. And we will see you next time. Take care.